And how much of a factor has race played, or does race play in terms of the death penalty? I mean, it's part of the premature question, but still, it's an important one.
Well, you know, I mean, begs the question. New Hampshire has one death row inmate, and he's black. The death penalty has more racial disparity in it than just about anything I've ever seen. Black on white crime gets the death penalty far greater than white on white crime. They get the death penalty far greater. The average person within the prison system today, I mean, you know, I would even say that this is the new kind of lynching for black people. I've seen it so pervasive, and race is such an issue. You know, poor people, economic disparity, racial disparity, jurisdictional disparity. Mona said it right. 2% of this daggone country is the one that's pushing this whole thing. Maybe that's why the country can't work, because they're pushing against themselves. We got to get out of this thing, and it's going to be really important. But I tell you what's the most important thing. It's going to be people and constituents from New Hampshire that need to get on board on this train to get it to work. We had a lot of people and that came forward, and finally in the final analysis, religious leaders and all people from every different scope you could think of, victims' family members. I work with, you know, Vicky Schieber and Benita Spikes. They were murder victims' family members themselves and stepped out like Rennie. And it's just so important to keep that message alive. There's so many reasons that the death penalty is wrong. How in the world can anybody think it's right again? You're right. They ignore this stuff. They ignored it, Judge. You're absolutely right. They ignored everything you put into your report, because I read it. And I bet you that none of them could understand it as well as I have, because they didn't read it either. You're absolutely right. Stick with it. Questions? I'll take, I don't know where John went. Oh, there it is. One more? Take one more question. Yes, sir.
Did you experience any violence in prison?
Yes, I did. I got hit in the back of the head with a sock full of batteries. I got stabbed in the calf with a welding rod. I got hit in the chest with a master lock on a sheet rope. I seen my best friend, I didn't see it, but I was at the aftermath. He took 2 pencils and shoved them right through his eyes. Prison's a bad, bad place. And, you know, I was accused of killing a child. You know, and the greatest thing that happened to me was that I had knowledge. Albert Einstein said the best way to knowledge is experience. I know what it's like in this place. If you want to talk about accountability for people, we all have to live what people have done in this country. We have to live with the Michael Addisons that killed a police officer trying to do his job. But we can't execute that man. Let him live with what he's done in the rest of his life, just like we do, except he has to live in that hole. He has to live in that cell for the rest of his life and think about it. That's the best way to go. I want to thank you all very much. You've been great.